What is up, everyone? JD here. Got a new one in from Tenable Knives to check out with you guys. Let's get it. All right, guys, we have the Tenable Model 6 in here. This one's a very interesting one. Obviously, there's going to be different variants, so feel free to use the affiliate link down in the description to check that out. When you use the link, it does help the channel. With Tenable, this is the budget variant from Concept. Very, very good build quality on these, and it is interesting to see them dipping their toes into the crossbar lock realm. You have ramps instead of studs on this one with laminate carbon fiber on steel liners, and then it looks like a G10 backspacer with a really cool integrated lanyard hole. I don't know if you'd call that a hole. It's probably more like a slot. Reversible deep carry fold over steel pocket clip, which is going to be nice because this is an ambidextrous lock. And it's done fairly well. 154 cm with a Warncliffe blade shape. Nice belly to this one. And I took it down to the garage to do a little cutting with it. Good factory edge considering it's coming from the pass around. And when I moved over from the catalog paper to the cardboard, boy, this thing really just destroyed that cardboard. Very thin geometry on this one. Even though the flat grind doesn't go all the way up, it is very, very slicey, and to no surprise, excellent for those utility cuts. Great pinch grip position. It is a medium EDC, so I'm able to get my finger all the way out to the tip and drive some power into that one. You got good thumb studs here, or not thumb studs, I'm sorry, you have good crossbar lock studs. They have a nice ramp to them. They don't stand too proud, but they're easy to grip. They don't hurt the finger to use them. And then for the thumb ramps here, you really kind of have to do a little bit of preload, pushing your thumb into it and then flipping it out. If you try to just flip it straight out, it is not as satisfying to deploy. I feel like they probably could change up the geometry on here ever so slightly, or it could be the geometry on here doesn't look awful in the closed position where it has to overcome. Could be a little bit taller. Also, could be that maybe some stiffer springs on this particular model may help a little bit with that one. Having said that, this is definitely way better than the crossbar lock that I experienced on the Baby Banter 2, but maybe not as good as it is on my QSP Vault. So somewhere in between. The ergos on here were comfortable. I'm able to get 3.5 fingers on it fully to get purchase on here. Everything is chamfered very well on here. The liners are flush, so it is a very comfortable knife to hold in hand. They they have racetracks here on the liners for the bearings to sit in, so they're pocketed, and they are Delrin style washers, so fully caged ceramic bearings and very, very smooth action on this one. Just an absolute home run with that. Yeah, I have to, ooh, it's actually really, hey, it's really good with the ramp on the reverse flick. I don't even know that I thought to do that this whole time that I've had it until now. But it is pretty satisfying to deploy reverse. Wow, that's pretty cool. Maybe it's just because I'm not as good, or maybe it's because, yeah, I think it's more me when I try to do that left-handed where it doesn't feel like it's deploying well. It actually is pretty good when I'm in my more dominant hand, my natural hand for that deployment. So I do appreciate that a ton. All right, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons and then we'll weigh the knife. All right, we do have the Tenable Fenrir, which is more what I would consider to be a fuller sized knife, and then the QSP Vault, which is more medium. And actually the Vault and the Fenrir are pretty close in size. Definitely a little bit smaller on the Vault, which is why I say medium and why I say full sized on the Tenable Fenrir. I can get a full grip on that one, but as you can see, this is what I would constitute a more small knife. Let me do a couple more size comparisons. We'll grab that scale and check the weight on this one. All right, on the table, we now have the Concept Sybin, one of my favorite medium companion carry sized knives, and then we have the CM Beam Knives Braveman on the table. So you got a full size and a medium size knife comparison here. The Model 6, even though it is close in size. I think what gives the Sybin its advantage here is the fact that you have more of a neutral handle here, whereas this is really encouraging you to put your finger in the scallop section. If it wasn't so prominent and you could kind of pull this down a little bit, being that it's a crossbar lock, and kind of ease into this and have a little bit more space, you probably could, yeah, you probably could get very close to a full 4-finger grip on there, holding it in that manner. All right, let's get these two out of the way, grab the scale, and check the weight on this one. All right, we got the scale out and cut on. Tenable Model 6 coming in at 4 ounces. Not that bad considering you have a very tall steel blade, full steel liners, with all steel hardware. Not really that bad. I know it's medium and you probably would like to see this be a little bit lighter, and they do have some relief cuts in there. Oh, I just noticed that. How did I miss that? It is an adjustable crossbar lock. It does have the adjustable springs. I can't see which hole the spring is in, and that could make a difference. Yeah, I can't really see it from here. I'll try to grab the flashlight and check it, but that's pretty interesting. I did not notice that until now. I didn't even think to look in there because I thought that was such a concept thing. Sorry, such a Kaiser thing. But that's awesome to see. All right, let me try to grab the flashlight before we wrap up with final thoughts and impressions here. And see, I think it's in the second. You can see it over here. It may be so hard to see, guys. I'm not going to assume which one it's in. I'm thinking I saw something reflecting. I don't even see that now. It might have been pocket lint. Yeah, it might have been lint because when I blew it out, it was clean. So I can't tell you which hole it's in, but it is adjustable, so know that. Final thoughts and impressions. This is going to constitute a budget-friendly knife, 154 cm with all steel hardware, steel liners, and a scale on top. Is something that would be budget-friendly. Those cap at 7 on my scale of 1 to 10. So 7 is the max score for something like this. What I take into consideration is price, money for value, ergos, aesthetics, and build quality. How is it put together? How is the fit and finish? And Tenable came out the gate with a lot of models that I've really liked, and this is another one that I really like. I would consider this a companion carry. I would consider it a 3.5-finger knife because of where it wants you to put your fingers. Could you choke up and use it? You could, but I do feel a little bit of the edge on that when I try to do that to get a full 4-finger grip. You could if you like them small and you have large hands and you want to get that purchase, you absolutely could. Fantastic edge, awesome geometry on here, such a great utility blade shape, great utility cutter on here, and just overall great construction. For me, I am going 6.4 on this one. I know that there are other variants out there if you don't like the laminate carbon fiber that you can pick up. This is a great model. I love that they went to the adjustable crossbar lock, and I would say it is a good, not excellent, but a good detent on that crossbar lock. Saying that with the Baby Banter 2, I would say that is a bad crossbar lock. It is super mushy, very hard to use, especially because it's smaller in size. For something like that, you would want a good detent for your crossbar lock, and I would say something like the QSP Vault is an excellent detent. So this one is the cream of the crop. This is a very good, easy to recommend detent on this one, and it is a very well built knife with a great utility blade shape to it. I like this one. Easy recommendation. Again, links in the description. If you want to use them, it helps the channel. That is up to you. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be appreciated. Again, up to you. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Make sure your notification bell is on so you get your alerts. And special shout out and thanks to my channel members. You guys are awesome. Thank you for that extra layer of loyal support. I'm out of here. Hope all of you have a fantastic week. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.